Over the past 9 months, I have made quite a few videos about this shoe. But in my last video, I said that I won't make a new video about the shoe until I knew something specific that could be trusted. And the pictures you see now, I'm pretty sure are real because they come from Sneaker News. Yesterday, we could also see some pictures that were published by Nike, but only this color, which will be the first they release. I don't know if this colorway comes from Nike, but exactly this one I think actually does. And the reason I do it is that we have also seen this colorway in Streakfly 2. Of course, it may well be that both versions are not genuine. At the end of the video, you can see my old videos about the shoe, and here there are definitely some colorways that do not come from Nike. But before the old videos, here is all the information I could find about the shoe. And I'm pretty sure we can trust this information, because they come from Nike and Sneaker News.
Nike just unveiled the Zoom Fly 6, the newest model in their prized running family that, after 5 chapters, has grown a considerable community of devotees. Sneaker News is revealing not only the Eliud Kipchoge colorway that's set to debut on November 1st, but 5 additional colorways in both men's and women's sizes that will be available for $170 beginning in December and into 2025. In terms of design, Nike isn't being shy with its similarities to the Alphafly 3 and Vaporfly 3, the big dogs of the running lineup. With the divot on the midsole and the oversized swoosh logo and placement on the upper, it's like the two models got together and had a baby. Visually, it's a stunner. The Zoom Fly 6 comes in 10% lighter than the Zoom Fly 5, which is saying a lot given that the weight of the 5th model, 314 grams for a men's size 10, was brought into question upon its debut. Some called it an ideal training shoe because on race day with lighter shoes, running can feel like flying at times. ZoomX is back as the primary foam cushioning, but with even more than the Fly 5. The real difference is the fly plate that sits between the ZoomX and the State Route 02 foam, if you've run in shoes with embedded plates, which is far more common since Nike ushered it into the industry in 2017. It feels like you're being propelled forward. Having all this in running shoe at a $170 price point is attractive. If you're still not sold on the Alphafly 3, the Zoom Fly 6 seems like a proper middle ground before making that jump to the $285 tier. The Zoom Fly 6 Eliud Kipchoge will serve as the launch colorway of the new model. A release is confirmed for November 1st, 2024 for $170. Arriving in December or in early 2025 is this bright crimson/volt colorway. Currently, these are expected to drop in men's sizes for $170. Also slated for late 2024/early 2025 is this ice blue colorway that has been seen across a number of running models over the years. This is currently expected to drop in women's sizes. Expect a simply white/black colorway later this year in men's sizes for $170. This black, gray, white is expected to drop in men's and women's sizes for $170, with a release pointing to December 2024. The exclusive Guava Ice is set to drop this holiday 2024/winter 2025 for $170, men's and women's sizing confirmed. This special edition of the Zoom Fly 6 is inspired by the Zoom Streak Spectrum from the early 2000s. Currently, a release is expected this holiday 2024 season.
Regarding when the different colors will be released, you probably have to take what Sneaker News says with a grain of salt, because it doesn't quite match what Nike says. Here is what Nike writes about the shoe.
The Nike Zoom Fly 6 is a best-in-class training and racing hybrid, delivering Nike's top cushioning technology and plated innovation in a silhouette that offers supreme comfort and extra pep for everyday training sessions and personal bests on race day. The new Zoom Fly is among Nike's fastest trainers ever, with a streamlined design that weighs at least 10% less than its predecessor, a full-length carbon fiber fly plate, and more ZoomX foam for optimal energy return. The silhouette will be available globally at Nike.com and select retail locations November 1st. The Nike Zoom Fly 6 is the ultimate super trainer, incorporating Nike's best cushioning technology and plated innovation in a package designed to advance runners' workouts and drive their personal bests. With many of the same qualities as Nike Super Shoes, the new Zoom Fly is a best-in-class training and racing hybrid, engineered to help runners excel on their toughest long runs and tempo workouts, then turn around and reap the rewards on race day, all in a single silhouette. The Zoom Fly is among Nike's fastest trainers ever, with a streamlined design that weighs at least 10% less than its predecessor and includes several key updates that build upon the brand's storied history of running innovation. The sixth iteration of the model features the highest stack height in the Nike racing lineup, courtesy of a redesigned midsole that sports a full-length carbon fiber fly plate between layers of Nike's proprietary ZoomX and State Route 02 foams. The fly plate maximizes runners' efforts by supercharging their propulsion, offering smooth transitions, and delivering flexibility for daily training runs. Meanwhile, the addition of more ZoomX foam, Nike's lightest and most resilient midsole compound, produces optimal energy return in every step. The Zoom Fly's redesigned upper aims to replicate the race day experience on any training run, with a two-layer woven mesh system offering high-end comfort in a soft, sock-like fit without sacrificing breathability, durability, or weight. A new outsole also features a thin web of rubber that's both lightweight and grippy, driving top-end performance no matter the day's objective. As is the case across Nike's industry-leading racing footwear line, the brand's roster of elite athletes played a critical role in informing the development of the new Zoom Fly. Eliud Kipchoge, the world's greatest marathoner and the center of Nike's revolutionary Breaking 2 project, tested the shoe on both asphalt and dirt roads around his home of Eldoret, Kenya, partnering closely with Nike to fine-tune the silhouette's energy return and its balance of comfort and protection, making it training and race-ready for all runners. This is the shoe runners should choose for their workouts all week long, instead of the super shoes some are using for their long runs and fartleks, Eliud says, referencing a method of interval training. The redesigned Zoom Fly performs at a high level and is very responsive, with wonderful cushioning from impact and great movement from heel to forefoot. In addition to several colorways available at launch, Nike's design team created a special edition of the Zoom Fly inspired by the hallmark red clay roads where Eliud has trained for decades. The Nike Zoom Fly 6 will be available globally at Nike.com and select retail locations November 1st, with Eliud's colorway arriving in early December.
Here are my old videos about the shoe. This is the last video I'm going to make about Zoom Fly 6. Or I should rather say I will not make more videos until I know for sure what is right and wrong. As you can see here, new pictures of them keep coming. The problem is just that most of them come from Chinese sites where you can buy them, and only for 60 English pounds. So I find it very difficult to believe that this can be trusted. I could also show a lot more pictures of them. There are plenty to choose from. But I just find it hard to believe that they come from Nike. So now I'm waiting for some more reliable information about them. Before there will be some more videos about them on my little channel. But as always, here are the previous videos I made about them. When will this shoe be released? This is probably the most asked question. I don't know. I just want to show with the video that now there is one more color. New colors keep coming. But of course I cannot say with 100% certainty that they are real. But if they are, at least we won't be short of colors when it comes out. Here are my old videos about this shoe. I still don't know what to say about this shoe. I have been so wrong in my previous predictions. So you have to judge for yourself whether you think these pictures are real or fake. At least it is different from the first edition, as you can see here in my other videos. I don't really know what to say about this shoe. The only thing I can say is that I was wrong when I thought several months ago that it would be released soon. But now they have appeared in a shop with new pictures and we can see what they cost even though we can't buy them yet. And I have shopped at the Bergfreund store before. I know it's not a fake store. I don't have much new knowledge. But let's try to focus on the new image we see of the shoe from above. The heel is very different from example Vaporfly 3. Zoom Fly 6 has a lot more padding. Also more than many other shoes. Immediately my first thought is that it looks a bit like the Vio Miro 16. I don't have much else new about this shoe. We'll have to see when it arrives. I don't dare to guess anymore. But here are the previous videos I made about it.
A new colorway. But they can release as many cool colors as they want. I still have the same opinion about that shoe until I've tried running in them. If you don't know what I mean, here are my other videos about the shoe. Now they have come in a different color. Don't know with 100% certainty if these pictures are real, but you can see it from the other side now. I think without knowing that it won't be very long before they will be released. Because they have started to appear in stores without being on sale yet. But until I know more, I have the same opinion as in my 2 previous videos about them. You can watch them now if you want. My good friend Fabstron showed me these pictures. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be said that they don't use any super foam in these shoes. If it turns out to be true, I have to say it looks like another disappointment, just like version 5. At least to me. Several people have written to me that they love version 5. But it just didn't work for me. It was too firm for my taste. And I didn't feel the shoe helped me at all. Fair enough that there are others who have a completely different opinion. I have to admit I had high expectations for Fly 6. But they are not that big anymore after reading that they most likely do not use the same Zoom X as in the Nike Alpha Flies. But now we have to wait and see. But the pictures I found a long time ago turned out to be true. Although there are some small changes. Here are all the models. I always find it exciting to see the development. I really hope this version is better than the previous one. Nike Zoom Fly 5 is one of the worst shoes I've ever had. And I've had quite a few in the 30 years I've been running. Watch it in slow motion in the last part of the video. It's pretty easy to see which shoe they were inspired by. It resembles a Vaporfly more than the previous Nike Zoom Fly 5. So let's hope that the running experience is also more like a Vaporfly.